Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I am very excited to be checking out the 3rd, 6th, 9th, 12th, I believe it is the 21st most popular project in all of games. That is Adventure Time Card Wars 10th Anniversary. Hey, Eric! What's going on? Let's flip this pig indeed. And Kevin said a very long time ago on a computer far, far away, I managed to get the ads to play before the stream went live. Yeah, I don't know what's going to go on with the ads. I monetize these videos, obviously, but for whatever reason, now it doesn't give me the option not to put in mid-roll ads. Like, it always has been like, I just been like, no mid-roll ads, and now it's like, no, which type of mid-roll ads are you going to put into the video? I put it at 30-minute increments, so hopefully, if it's less than 30 minutes, you don't get one, but I do apologize if the ads are a little wonky on this going forward in the future. YouTube kind of strong-armed me on that one. But, anywho, 21st most popular project, Adventure Time's Card War 10th Anniversary. For the glory, celebrate the anniversary of the most epic card game in the Land of Ooo with the ultimate ... So, not a big fan of the main image just because it tells me nothing. I know the big thing that they were trying to convey is, hey, we have Adventure Time. Like, that's it. 10th Anniversary. Now, the 10th Anniversary is great because, once again, that clarifies one of the three main points. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Which you need to convince every Kickstarter backer. And the can you do it is already taken care of because, yes, they've done it before. They did it 10 years ago. Now they're bringing it back, hopefully, in this epic version, which I'm going to need to check out if I'm a fan of Adventure Time. But I'd still love to know the player length, the time count, the age, the price, the box, the art, something like that. As we go through the project, I'm sure I'll be like, I feel like this definitely warrants a spot on the main image, as aside from just like clouds. But it's already raised $788,000. It is from Cryptozoic, who I do want to mention. I always got to shout this out. They actually had some issues in the past paying some of their artists, it looks like. So I did a video covering that, which I might link somewhere on here. Just wanted to put that out there because, if I'm covering the company and I'm going to say positive things about their Kickstarter, I also want to be realistic and say, hey, I've also covered this company for some negative stuff in the past. But that's a whole can of worms. You can go check out that video if you're more interested. But this is the video for this. Let's get into it. As always, do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. 106, short and sweet. Theme, got it. Adventure Time, everything you know and love is here. Celebrate the 10th anniversary. Including new heroes, creatures, buildings, and spells. Okay, so it's going to come with a whole bunch of these boxes, because, I think I might actually own one of these boxes. I don't think I've ever actually played it. And new content. So here's what I hate about this marquee. Let's go back into it. I really want to dig into this. They cut off what I feel like is the most important piece of information in their marquee, and that's the fact that there's the new content, what the new content is, because I imagine the most popular pledge level here is not going to be the one with all the bells and the whistles, which is normally, it's going to be the one that is returning backers, getting more of the stuff. And they don't even mention here that there's new stuff. For the glory, celebrate the anniversary of the most epic card game in the Land of Ooo with the ultimate. That's pretty much redundant. What's not is new content, which I think is what people, returning backers, are going to be interested in. So I would spotlight that a little bit more. Not a deal breaker, but just something to mention. Boxes. Oh, it's going to come in a fancy Card Wars box that looks very generic on the side. Woo, 480 cards, 12 hero cards, wow. Additional cards to be unlocked, excitement. Doubles 6 game cards, I don't know what this is, but cool, I'm sure if I'm a fan, I know. Epic storage box, there it is. Okay, that one black lame box. You don't want that lame piece of crap. You want this box. Which makes me, once again, I'm not against having that generic looking big black box if this is the box that you're actually trying to sell me. Because once again, they're not in the market of selling those small black boxes. They want to sell these big boxes because if you got this big box, that means you got everything. Custom tokens and bags. Oh, I love this shot of the playmat. It just has the theme, but it also shows that it's got functionality at the same time. Why not show me your playmat? I feel like I see so many companies not focus enough on their playmat. Put it in the video if you got a 3D rendering of it, which chances are you might. Sleeves. That was a great sleeve shot. Whoever's doing this video for Cryptozoic, top notch. Like, that looks so good. Talk boxes for your decks. Oh, so you can customize it, because once again, it's probably like one of those games where you create your deck and then you fight against each other. That's cool. It's a hot idea. Love it. They listen to their audience. And of course, merch, which typically not the biggest fan of merch on Kickstarters, but with an intellectual property, that rule kind of goes out the window, because people that love this property are inevitably going to want to buy this cool guy coffee mug or the Dweeb coffee mug. Like, it's so simple, but yeah, they're making money on this. Good for them. Kudos. I like it. And they're spotlighting it in the video, no less. So the how much is it? You know, I don't necessarily know the price, but I know what I'm interested in. I'm excited to see the pledge levels. Hopefully I don't fumble the ball in the pledge area here, because if I'm a fan of Adventure Time, I'm like, all right, show me some fun pledge levels. Show me those tiered pledge levels where it's slowly going to get better and better and better, and I'm going to decide, ooh, which tier am I going to jump off of, or am I going to go for the big splurge one with that huge box? Because I feel like you sold it pretty well. I don't know anything about the gameplay yet, but as an Adventure Time fan, I think I'm excited, because I do. I enjoy Adventure Time. I'm not like super crazy, like big Adventure Time fan, but I've enjoyed it when I've seen it in the past. I get it. Oh, and there it is. That's the big pledge level that they're trying to sell me, and hopefully that is a clear, clean, identifiable pledge level on GameFound. That would be the featured pledge level. One of those ideas that I'd love if Kickstarter just stole it, because it's a great idea. Okay. I gotta say, I felt like that was a really well done video for fans of Adventure Time. If you're not a fan of Adventure Time, I feel like that you'd be like, wow, it was a well-made video. I know nothing about this game at all. So hopefully we take care of those people pretty soon. So Cryptozoic 15 created, 31 backed. We got some people. Kick Booster. Wow. Cryptozoic going with the Kick Booster. So Kick Booster is a website that you can go to, and they will have a whole bunch of Kickstarter projects, and essentially if you share a link to people's Kickstarter projects, they'll give you a cut of whatever people spend. You know, sometimes it's like up to like 30% of the money back. My experience when I used to cover a lot more like techie sort of Kickstarters back before I had my daughter was a lot of times with the Kick Booster products, they have a lot of red flags around them. If you're following my drift here. Now, I'm not insinuating that Cryptozoic is, but it's interesting seeing one of these big board game companies doing that. So I love seeing different stuff. So cool. But were any of these people actually going to help with the customer service? Yes. So Mateo, cool. But everybody else probably not. All right. So stretch goal. So can you do it? Let's check out what they got pending. I know they did a big Batman game, which made like a whole bunch. The DC deck building. The Dancing Peacemaker Bobble figure. Okay, so we're going into Bobble figures. Yeah, they got the Epic Hell Wars, the DC deck building game. They put out a lot of games. They put out a good deal of games. This one out. Confirmation coin sample plus Adventure Time cardboards. We want to check out. You know, production is still moving forward on schedule, so that one's not out. A bobblehead figure starts shipping today, so cool. The bobbleheads are out. I was concerned about that. Sleeves plus Adventure Times progress report. It's time for a progress report. No, not the kind of report you got at school to let you know they should be trying harder. We want to update you on how everything is moving forward for this campaign. The good. Almost all the productions are done at the factory. So we do have 2 projects, it looks like, out pending. Justice League Dark on Kickstarter. So is this still going on? I don't even know. What the hell's going on here? They got the Cerberus system. Finally got my copy. Cool. So, great. So can you do it? They got a couple things out, but I'm not terribly worried about it at all. It is Cryptozoic. And so, will this get to you? Yes. Do I want it? Yes. I feel like if I'm a fan of this card game, or Adventure Time, I'm intrigued at what you have new. Oh, and we're starting off with the stretch goals. We're starting off with the excitement, because once again, you kind of dropped a bomb on me in the video that, hey, this is going to be an exciting campaign. We're going to stretch goals that we're going to unlock. Look at that. We got a hat. We got a dog with a hat on. Party God. 5 new heroes, 10 new cards, 1 promo hero, 1 foil promo card, 107 for the glory booster cards. Holy crawly, that's a ton of cards. That's 124 cards of this. This is why I always say it. And some people are like, you always say, put this higher, put this higher, put this higher, put this higher. That's because I feel like the stretch goals warrant potentially a spot up higher if you can convey to me quickly, concisely, and clearly that I am about to get a great value. I don't know the price yet, but I know I'm already getting a good price potentially, because there's 120 20 cards here. Upgraded card quality with a very odd image, which fits Adventure Time, I guess. 10th anniversary Kickstarter exclusive collection of all 6 original packs. Deluxe edition of the Doubles Tournament game. Collector's storage box. Card Wars modules for the upcoming Adventure Time RPG. Oh, that's fun. Playmat sleeves plus other upgrades and new content that will make you floop. Yeah, this is rock solid. I feel like Cryptozoic stepping it up. This is a nice campaign. Ultimate Collection. So I would love to just get into the price. Like, let me know the pledge levels. I was ready. I was peaked for them. And now we're talking about... I think we are talking about the pledge levels, but I don't think it's quite as clear. So this is the Ultimate Collection. So this is going to get you 12 decks. It's going to get all this stuff, all these cards. Is there a price? Additional cards to be unlocked. This isn't the pledge you're trying to sell me. That's this one. Okay, so that's just you showing me what's in one of these many boxes. Okay, so are you going to show? You taking me one at a time, trying to guess the way you're doing it because they chose Bold Strategy Cotton not to use this area over here on the left where you can easily organize and make it so that people that don't want to go through your entire story, who just want to jump to shipping or just want to jump to gameplay videos or just want to jump here or there, like they decided, we're not going to fill that in. I feel like that's getting lazy. I feel like that's like, why not? Why not do that? I see most of the campaigns are doing that. And so now that I'm seeing a big company not doing that, I'm like, that's kind of glaring that you're not doing that. It just feels like we should be doing that. I don't see a reason why you wouldn't. I'm not going to say a half-point grade bump down, but at what point do I start doing that? A month from now? 2 months from now? Or do I just do it right now? I'm not going to do it. Can I do a quarter pump grade? You know what? I'm going to go quarter point grade bump down. Never done that before, but we're going to do it right now. The end of the year, though, it's going to a half-point grade bump down. You got to start using that space. Stop wasting people's time. There's 200-plus campaigns on Kickstarter, Backer Kit, Game Found right now. You should be making sure you're special, taking people's time. So we got this. This is the thing. So this is the doubles box. So all the content, and then this is the big collector storage box, the one you want me to buy, at 13 by 10 inches and nearly 5 inches deep. I do the millimeters as well. I say it all the time. If you got millimeters, you should have inches. If you got inches, you should have millimeters. That way, the whole world is covered. Unless there's some crazy country out there I don't even know about. Not crazy, but the way they do their measurements, clearly, I think we could say it's crazy if they're not using one of the two. Utilize the 4 foam blocks to arrange your decks to other games. Cool. It looks great. How to play. So we got an excerpt from the rule booklet here. That's interesting. Click here to read the rule booklet. Who the heck put this page together? It's very interestingly done. I do love how they use the back of the rule space here. They did put the useless stuff that doesn't need to be back here, but they have the important stuff back here as well to help me go. I've tried talking to him about this. Would the math be easier if the grade bump was 1 1/3? Yeah, but then how would I do a half-point grade bump up? Maybe that, by doing the half point, okay, I'm convinced there's not a fourth, it's a third. We do thirds and halves, no fourths. No fourths! So we got Floop the Pig, the role-playing game. So this is the Cool Guy Cup. You're just randomly showing me all this stuff. This area just leaves a lot to be desired. This feels like some company put this together who doesn't, who doesn't do Kickstarter board game there's these companies that do a lot of stuff for different Kickstarter projects. And there's just a way that they handle things on tech projects. There's a way that they handle things on board game projects. And the organization is different. And you can tell. So, $65 for this big black box, which once again, you don't want me to buy. You want me to buy the big $115. That's a reasonable price. I feel like we really beat around the bush here. I feel like we really dragged our toes to get into that price. That seems like a rock solid price for 480 cards, all the stuff from the original game. I think it could be cleaner and clearer, like, hey, this is exactly what it is. Like, this is everything from the original deck. So what do we got? So, and then we got the bump up to 115 gets me the big collectible box and this. Okay, and then we have the Cool Guy, which comes with... Oh, that comes with all the swag. Okay, so I imagine this is going to be the most popular one. But let's check it out. I'm excited to check it out. My mic is very loud. Oh my gosh, I've been having mic issues a lot lately, and I do apologize for that. Hey, hopefully I just lowered it a little bit. Yeah, if my mic's ever messing up, he is blowing out the gain. I don't know. I gotta figure out what the heck's wrong with my mic. Cool Guy, might need to get a new one. Add-ons playmat. Check out the playmat in HD below. It's 22 by 32. So once again, I love the fact they're giving us the dimensions. I do it in millimeters as well. Custom tokens and bags. So these are all the add-ons. So let's check out the pledge levels. So $65, 11.25 just went there. They said that seems like a reasonable price. I get everything. That's not the most popular. That's not the pledge level that you want everybody taking. And I'm worried that is the most popular pledge level, which tells me you didn't sell this one very well, unfortunately. No, it's barely more, and I feel like it most definitely should be barely more. Also, is there not just a new content? What is this? Is there one that's just for? I don't even know. I thought you were just excited. I'm always excited. I try and always be excited. Yeah, I don't like the organization of this page. So we got all these add-ons here. And all the add-ons are once again here. So we do. Okay, so we do. We have most people at this one. So they did get the most people at this. But it's still not like an overwhelming number. It's interesting. They're roughly even, 1,000 separating them. That's not a big difference at all. That's so fascinating to me. You just don't typically see that. And I wonder, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't even know. Because typically common wisdom says, like, you want this pledge level down here to be the one that's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 1 more popular than that. The middle and the other, I don't know. But then again, they are selling a lot of extra stuff that's not game there. Like you need the mugs and the RPG book. So yeah, I guess they still did a great job there. I do like it. And then we got the videos here, reviews and overviews. Game overview. How to play. I'd put that first, honestly. Wow, that's really loud. I know that Vassal here is big time, like obviously, but how to play video, I'd put it way earlier. I think that'd make people feel way better. All right, stretch goals. So now we're going more in depth on the stretch goals we've unlocked. Also upgrades double tournaments and so we've upgraded the card quality. Unlocked new cards. We're just going to keep unlocking cards. Cool. If we keep hitting stuff. Wow, you were showing us everything here. Holy cruelly. Oh, that's because it's all unlocked. Wow, this is exciting. This is great. Tons of cards. Wowzers. Lots of cards. This is huge. It's just their unlocked icon. I'm used to it being unlocked. So what's the last thing we got? New card. Wow. That just made it fun. You want your funding to exceed your minimum order quantity cost. Oh, yeah. Undoubtedly. I'm not worried about that at all. The fact that they're making a 2,000 print run of everything in here, that's so good. Like those mugs, like selling those after the fact, like that's great. And this is why companies use Kickstarter too. It just makes when you go to Cryptozoic, like at a booth at Gen Con and they have those mugs, the fact that they were able to know that they were undoubtedly going to need to make 2,000 bare minimum, and then we have all these as add-ons as well, 2,500. That just lowers the cost so much. Whereas, say 20 years ago, this company might have been like, all right, do we take a risk on this? Do we make 500 of these mugs? Maybe we go crazy, go 1,000 of these mugs. Because the bottom line is, you don't be stuck with these mugs. You're stuck with these mugs. Those things, I imagine, those are not the easiest to ship. You drop a box of mugs, you're probably in trouble. It's just, it's crazy. I love Kickstarter for reasons like that. Off my weird old guy tangent, let's get to the cool guy Flooper Pigs. So 25, 37, 41, what's the final price? So 286 if you're just a diehard Adventure Time fan and you want the playmat and the RPG, which is going to do it. Okay, I see it. You get the mugs, you get everything, cool. And they knew that there was going to be a market that just wanted that, and that's why you do that. That's why you know the fans of the IP, and you try and say, all right, what can we get them to buy? And they did a great job on that. I think that's a great job. I think, the more I look at this pledge, the more I say a half-point grade bump up. Like, that's 2,000 of each one of those. Awesome. All right. And that's why you do it. That's why you bundle up the add-ons and make that pledge level there and see if you can just convince people that they need to spend $245 instead of a much more reasonable $115. That's a $130 jump up. Tier items weigh approximately 16 pounds. Great. Great job setting me up for this expensive shipping right here, because it's not. It's 16 pounds. It's a lot, so I'm looking at $152 to get me the all-in on this 10th anniversary game. That seems reasonable. 600 plus cards, Like, is it actually price-wise, like what you're getting here? Like, a great price? Probably not, but you're paying for the IP. You're paying for the prestige of the game, so cool. All right, fine. Cool. Looks good. We got the shipping here. We're chipping it out September 2024. Hopefully it'll be out of Essen, and bada boom, we're out of here. Anything we're missing? I don't think so. Let's check out the FAQ updates, comments, give this one a grade. Ooh, I'd organize this, because my question's question number 14. Then I got to read through 14 other questions to get to mine. That's kind of annoying. And if my questions are 15, if my question's not even on there, I got to read through 15. Which is, once again, like I would love if Kickstarter just went ahead and copied how GameFound did it, where there's a little search bar, and you could type in shipping, or you could type in, original backers, or something like that, and find it. But anyhow, let's check out the updates, see if they're engaging. 15 comments, 8 comments, 25 comments, 12 comments, 12 comments. Let's see what the most engaging one. It is 25. I will say, bit disappointed in those numbers. Those are rookie numbers, I gotta say. Amateurish numbers. I gotta say, here's the bottom line. You have 2,000 people willing to spend $245 just because they absolutely adore Adventure Time. And you're not asking people Adventure Time questions. You should 100% be asking people Adventure Time questions. And I imagine all they're going to do is tell me everything about the stretch goals. I'm just taking a stab here. What is this? December 1st, which each holidays are fast approaching, to let them know. So we got a gift card. This is a cool idea. Cool idea. Deck Labels is a really, really, really well put together update. Just all we need to do here is just ask one question. I think having different flavored pies would be fun. Deck labels are cute. I like them, actually, but it's okay to make a poll for the final design. Yeah, 100%. Poll, like right there. You inevitably have something. This is why, and this is what I'm saying here. This is 21th in popularity. 21th in popularity. Like, bump this one up. Get people engaged. And I imagine if you ask people to respond in the comments here, you would get hundreds of people responding, especially if it's an Adventure Time related question. You have an infinite amount of Adventure Time related questions you can potentially ask, and they're not doing it. And it just seems like such a no-brainer to me. If you have an IP, engage the people who are there specifically for the IP. The 2,000 people who are giving you $280 after shipping for Adventure Time stuff. Dirt Beer Guy, with all the Sandylands cards be the same color. We got the pink cards. When you look at the top of the campaign and look at the stretch goal cards, we unlock the Nice Land cards are pink. Maybe a sign. Cool. So these are people just talking, excited about the campaign. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The people chomping off at the bits about this campaign. Engage them in the updates. 25s are rookie numbers when you got Adventure Time. And now that I say it like that, do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. We're trying to binge Adventure Time. What's your go-to Adventure Time binge episode? Boom. I'm not going to get 100 comments. You're not going to get comments on top of comments like, oh, that's low-key one of my favorites. Oh, that's my second favorite, but this one's actually my favorite. Like, it drives me nuts when I see stuff like that. I'm like, come on, just, duh. Okay, but there we go. Final grade. Do I want it? Yes, I do, especially if I'm a fan of Adventure Time. If I'm not a fan of Adventure Time, definitely not so much. Like, I don't feel like the card game itself was really sold well. It's like, oh, hey, here's also this, as you can read the part of the rule booklet, we'll put it right here if you want, instead of just putting the how to play video. Like, yeah, the how to play video. Like, oh, we're also selling cups. It doesn't feel like it really markets itself to anyone who's just like, oh, well, let me be intrigued by this 10th anniversary edition. So, split down the middle on that one. Can you do it? Yeah, I'm not particularly worried about it. They look like they got two things. They got a bobblehead, hasn't shipped out, but it's Cryptozoic. I'm not particularly worried about them getting the package to you. Plus, it's Adventure Time, and they've already raised $789,000. So yes, this is going to happen. And then how much is it? It doesn't feel like a great price, but it doesn't. It feels just on the edge of Kickstarter reasonable for me. Honestly, I feel like they did a great job at the beginning, spotlighting how many cards were in the things. I feel like the pledge levels could have been conveyed in a much better way, and I feel like if they had done that, I feel like that second pledge level, the one that they probably were hoping would be more popular than the first pledge level by a larger number, would be. But that's neither here nor there. Overall, I think it's a positive one. The main image, still not a big fan of that. I still don't know the player link, time count, and age. Oh, that's a big oopsies. Is that not here? Okay, here it is. 2 players. So this one's 2 players, but then when we get the deck, is that when it goes up to 4 players? Okay, 4 players. Got it. So it's 2 to 4 players. It's 2 or 4 players? Is that what it is? Okay. I feel like I'm still in a B. I feel like I'm in a B minus. B minus range? I feel like that's fair. Solid B plus. Jeremy's going to B. I'm going to B minus because I'm a fan. Wait, I gave it a half point grade something or other and a third of a point grade something or other. Yeah, I think I'm in a B. B minus. Yeah, I'm going to go with a B minus. We're going with a B minus. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for Adventure Time Card Wars 10th anniversary. And I will say this makes me want to play this game. I know I got one of those 6. But yeah, I don't feel like this was marketed the best towards new people. Like, I still, like, I'm like, what? I know there's 6 boxes. I don't know. I'm out of here. Goodbye. Oh, no stream on Thursday as well. My son is getting orthodontics work done. Bye-bye.